Am I recording now? Please tell me it's working because I've been. Thank you. Don't touch a fucking thing. Don't nobody say shit. Let's just get this fucking show on the motherfucking road, okay?
Hi, and welcome to the Apartment 420 Comedy, Culture, and Cannabis podcast. Well Beyond World would just like to inform you that parts of the conversation you may hear are probably not politically correct.
Actually, they are not PC at all. Blame it on the weed.
Now, if you're ready for some hilarious, pure, unedited, thought-provoking, dirty, rude as fuck adult conversation
With an often unpredictable twist,
please roll up, light up, tune in, and enjoy the show.
if you dare. You've been warned officially.
With nothing but love, well beyond. What the fuck is this? I told you I'm done with these chicken shit gigs.
Pay me in weed? That'd be good shit too. Trying to get fucked up.
What? We still recording?
It's time to roll up, light up, and tune in to the Apartment 420 podcast with your host, Well Beyond. The fun starts now.
One, like Janet Jackson, and we are live.
Yo, yo, yo. What's up, everybody? You're tuned into Apartment 420. I'm your...
Why are you screaming? Why are you screaming?
Oh, am I screaming?
I mean, like,
I
you was acting like you was literally at the club, about to turn it the fuck out.
Oh, I was really loud. I'm really close to. Let me back the mic a little bit. Maybe that's not.
But you know,
So,
that might be a thing.
yeah. So, hey, what's up? Am I screaming again? Okay.
You still screaming?
Yeah, I just realized that when I looked at the mic. Hold on.
You're like, hey, what's? I'm like, why you screaming for though?
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Christian Ike, your faves hater, your haters fave. I don't hate on just anybody, I hate on everybody.
And this is your favorite Black Bear. Hey, you doing? I'm Jay Light.
Yeah.
It was. I thought about it before I even said it, and I thought about it, and then I stopped thinking about it.
And it's typically me the one that's fucking out.
I know.
And together we are well
Beyond.
and this is Apartment 420.
How you doing?
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. It's season 3 because we might as well go ahead and start season 3. There's no way in hell we're not gonna start.
No, this will be officially season 3. You're right, because this is the first time we've been recording the correct way in like 3 months, 6 months. I don't even know. It's been a while. It's been a minute. How you doing? It's been a minute. So we're back to a recording.
I feel you. Okay, 1 second. I just gotta make one last thing. You know, I got so much shit going on in my life. 1 second.
There's always a lot. That's probably why we haven't recorded correctly in 3 months.
Okay.
Let's be truth. Shame the truth, shoot the devil. Shame the truth and shoot the devil. Hallelujah.
There we go. So it's a lot going on in the world.
There is. The world is changing, rearranging, minds and thought predictions, etc.,
etc. You know, one of the best things, not gonna say the best thing, one of the better things I've heard all week has been Trump got arrested.
He didn't get arrested per se. It's the fact he got indicted. People care about because now it's going to trial.
Well, I mean, the fact that he even got
Charged.
a picture.
Yeah.
Or that he's even going to jail or going to taking the photo or whatever the fuck it is they do when he takes you to jail. Because I've only been once. But thankfully I didn't have to go through all the photos and shit. There's not one of me out there. Thank you.
You don't have a mugshot?
Hell no, bitch. What?
Really? You don't have a mugshot?
I don't think so. Like God knows. I don't think I had to take
if you go
one.
to jail, you gotta have a mugshot because that's part of your ID.
Well, I didn't go into the actual
Oh, that's right.
I was in a holding cell.
Yeah, that you might not. I don't know.
You ain't never been to jail, so you wouldn't know. So
You're absolutely right. Hallelujah.
So you don't know. See, and that's a hard knock life. You don't know what it's like, bro.
There's probably not enough paperwork to put you in the system until you go into prison. Yeah,
I know they put you in jail if you're being booked. You're being booked. But see, the thing is, I didn't get booked. I was arraigned before I got booked. It's a whole lot of shit. Okay, so basically, I went through there's a process before you got to go to the judge. Like if you can talk to the clerk with the secretary. Basically, if you talk to the judge's secretary, sometimes they feel lenient for you to let you off, and they will give you a little side deal that the judge will have to sign off on.
Okay.
And they will then let you go. Like, so they may say, oh, well, because it's your first offense, you really don't got to see the judge. If you can just afford the bail, then, you can pay the bail and we'll set you a trial date and then you come in that day, right?
Okay.
That's what I did.
Okay.
But if you can't afford that, then you got to actually go to the system. You got to go to the system. That means now you got to be booked and wait until they call you in from jail to go see the judge. So it's like now you're in the waiting system. Now you're in the line. It's like, oh, bitch, I could just pay the fee to get through the VIP line, right? Like the quick line at the
it's like going to the ATM versus going to the teller. They do ATM, pull out that money, give the people the money, bounce, or you got to wait online and go through everybody else. Next, until your time comes. Yeah, luckily, knock on all the wood, I've never been to a jail or been arrested. So, even though I have family members who were COs.
Okay, I feel you.
Family members with COs.
I've had, my dad was a career criminal. I've had uncles that have been career criminals. And have been locked up like all their lives. I mean, I know one uncle that used to like get out in the springtime and then get locked back up in the wintertime. Like it was like, it was damn sure definite. Like we knew he was in jail in the wintertime. Like, where Uncle Wayne at? Child, he in McCain prison. It'd be just like that. It was like, and then springtime come, if he didn't get locked up.
Was he volunteering?
No. It's like, when he was in prison, he got everything he wanted. He got food, you got heat.
Yep, true.
True. You got a job. People paid you $2 or $3 a day or maybe a week or some shit like that. Which I was like, I'm slave wages. But,
you got something for being incarcerated.
And then people came to visit you. I was like, well, I'm like, you're right. Y'all got it going on in prison. Shit, why not go?
Only when you get out in 6 more months. Like, I'm in for the winter, out for the spring.
But that means you got to commit a crime that gets you that kind of time, right?
Exactly. You got to do eventually, a 3-month stay.
Eventually, he get a crime. He did something where the judge is like, look, I'm tired of seeing your ass. Now you're gonna be locked up for 4 years.
See, there you go.
So now you locked up for 4 years, right? Now you go in and you may get back out in wintertime. So I'm like, your ass went in the wintertime and you still didn't. You came out still in wintertime. Now what you gonna do now? Are you gonna fight somebody? Are you gonna beat another bitch up and go back to jail so you can be locked up again for another 8 years that you may not get out until the wintertime again? This is a fucked up situation. I'm like, dude, why would you do that? So he did do it one time. He did get locked up after he did like a 4-year stint. He was a woman beater for one. Okay. That means you can't fight men. All he did was beat women up. So he literally he beat this woman up that he was dating that we all knew at the church and shit. And she got up in church and testified about it. I was a child when this happened to him. Traumatizing as fuck. Okay. I was already being raped by the pastors in the damn church. Then I had to be around people that were beating up women. I mean,
it's a lot. It's a lot. Oh my God. Surviving the book, the movie, the novel, the situation. There's no one else on this planet I know with a better story than you. And it could literally be like large chapters and pieces of your life that don't even connect to one another except for through you. It is crazy.
I have to think about things that I have,
and people and things you have done.
When I think about, because you literally have to I have to think about it because I have a lot of stuff that I've literally shut off because of certain trauma and stuff.
Of course.
Thinking about this right here, I'm like, I forgot about my damn uncle. My uncle is so fucking fool. He's a fucking. Last time I saw him was at my grandfather's funeral. His father's funeral, and I was there then thinking I want to snatch your lying ass off this fucking podium, knowing you ain't seen your daddy in fucking months. Talking about Joe, you went to see him in the hospital. When did he even go there, y'all? I'm like, when did he go to the hospital, y'all? When was he in the hospital? Was he in the hospital? I didn't think when did he go? I was so confused. I'm like, he went to the hospital? My sister was like, no, he didn't go to the damn hospital. He didn't go to the hospital until the last day he passed away. She was like, I was like, then when the hell did he go see him? She was like, I don't know. And then gonna lie and say that your wife talked to him, okay? He ain't spoke to no other person now. He didn't even talk to his own wife before he died, okay? Yet your wife walked into the room and magically he's like, hey son, I'm so sorry for not being there for you. Where's your wife at today though? Why is she in here giving these magical powers out to everybody else today? I wanted to see this magical glow that brings people to life that's in death. I'm just like, where the fuck was she? Where's she at? She was nowhere to be seen. You know, I'm like, you know what? If I'm like, and I was so ready to, I'm like, I'm about to snatch his ass the fuck off this podium if he don't stop talking about shit that he know did not exist. But again, he got locked. He's reformed. He says, okay, but that's because the woman that he last hit his ass back, and he was not prepared for that shit.
There it is. Whoops.
I'm like, oh yeah, I bet you are reformed. That bitch is like, you better not ever fucking hit me again, motherfucker.
She gave him the Celie, not the Celie,
the Tina Turner,
not the Tina. What the Harpo? You told Harpo.
That's Sophia.
Sophia. Give it to Sophia. Give it to Sophia.
He just knew. It was like somebody said, Wayne in the hospital. I said, for what, child? It was like that girl hit his ass, beat his ass up. I said, wait a minute, huh? What? How is a woman beater in the hospital from getting beat by a woman?
Point blank, period.
Baby, ain't this some karma? That's karma for your ass. I said, bitch, that is some serious karma. But nonetheless, you moving right along, child. Because that's some bullshit right there. I'm just, I cannot with my family.
So I have literally missed a whole portion of pop cultural history. Why is everybody mad at Chris Brown still?
Again, you talking about it again?
Like it'd be like I think they would. The industry
just talked about it.
To,
they would just talk about it.
I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. I'm trying to get through a point of where people are being mad at other artists. Oh, Chloe, that's the girl. That's the girl who I was looking at because it was said something.
They mad her because she did a song with Chris Brown.
Yeah, they mad her because what said something about her album is flopping. And I was like, oh, it's flopping. And then one of the reasons might have been this op-ed said, which is kind of cool. I'm thinking about like the community that she wanted when she came in, when she haven't came in, is not the community she's making music for. She wants the ratcheter crowd, so she's pussy popping and throwing it back, but that's not the crowd that was appreciating her and her sister when it first started.
No.
So now she's trying to jump into a crowd of people who are Megan fans and Saweetie fans and all these people who are not her, and she can't find her way into that crowd. So her album flopped.
Hell yeah, that shit is horrible. Yeah. Because I'm like, girl, okay, so Treat Me, that's my shit. I love me some fucking Treat Me my shit. Now that shit was cute. Okay, great introduction, cute little it's nasty, it's a little funny, you know what I'm saying? But if you're gonna go to bad girl, good girl, going bad route, you should have took a page from Rihanna's book, okay, bitch? Do not take the page from Ciara's, which is what she's doing at the very moment. And I mean, everybody know when Ciara came in the scene, it was a different vibe for Ciara when she first came in. And then she all of a sudden switched with Love, Sex, and Magic. And we was like, what is this?
She was also a grown woman.
Yeah, she was a more woman. And we was like, okay, we understand you're sexy. We like it. It's cute. Yeah. But you don't got to actually like completely obliterate your past to make this new person.
True.
It worked for Beyonce. But in Beyonce's defense, though, she didn't change herself. She just changed the image of what she was. She just kept being Beyonce. She just was like, well, I'm going to introduce y'all to Sasha Fierce. And that was that.
And the way she did it, though, was so well.
Clever.
Because she had the music to back it up.
Right. It was a completely...
The music was good.
She was like, I'm Sasha Fierce, and this is when I'm on stage. This is who I have to be, and this is who I have to pretend I am so I can get the show done. Because I'm Beyonce.
Phenomenal.
And it fit. And now we...
It. So we were like, yep, that's Sasha.
So we're like, okay, cool. Got it. But we're like, now I'm like, Ciara ain't found her way back either. She been bouncing from here to there. She gets it every now and again, but it ain't been a set footing for her with an album or anything. So we just like, girl, deliver a good single and we okay for a while.
And but let me get back to what I was about to say.
With Chloe,
but before I jump there, older artists need to get the shit together. Generally speaking, because I'm tired of hearing about a young player playing person's game. This is bullshit. Whatever.
Because Mary J. Blige and Toni Braxton and some of these old bitches are still putting out albums and they are still
music, the voice and the music and the words, just make it work for now. You got like that. That's the level up. She did it, and then there was some other shit. Like, girl, that's not you. You don't do that. That's not your lane. But we're going back over here. You was famous.
Stay in your lane. Like Mary J. Blige has managed to be relevant for almost 40 years now.
Absolutely.
I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen her around my entire lifetime.
She's been around herself. She might switch with the times, but she's always married.
But the music has always been married. We know Mary's going to give you something. It's going to pull you every fucking time. The songs are always deep. They're always personal. I can't think of an album that she's put out that I haven't liked at least 1 to 2 songs on the Mary J. Blige album. And that's just going to be real, y'all. Mary been around for some fucking years, okay?
And she's still killing it. She's still out there working.
She's still doing it. And I'm like, yo, not just her. You got Mariah still pumping out albums after album. I'm like, yo, Mariah Carey is still writing fucking songs and recording them, and literally had a fucking writing beef with somebody back in the day. I'm like, so you hoes that so much y'all can't find work and y'all just having a hard time. Y'all just ain't doing it right. Y'all not doing it right.
I agree with you, but that's what I'll get back to. But we'll go back to the age thing, because that's the whole SWV and Escape Diva thing. That whole thing is killer. But yeah, so when I read that people are mad at her for doing a song Chris Brown, I was like, what happened? Why would I miss? Like, what I miss?
Because Chris Brown beat Rihanna up.
No, it has to be something more recent than that.
That's the only reason why they still talking about that, bro. They literally just talked about that shit when he was getting ready to do the promotion, do the thing for the American AMAs or some shit. They was like, "Yo, we don't want a woman beater up here performing for a pedophile." And I'm like, y'all fucking kidding me now? That shit been 10 years ago. Rihanna doesn't forget it, fucking man. Rihanna, him, fucking like saying hate each other now. Like the fucking. What the fuck y'all talking about? Are y'all still talking about this? Even Kelly Rowland tried to defend him, and she got a hit for it. She was like, "Fuck y'all."
Oh, you're right. It was Kelly Rowland. I saw that. Kelly Rowland was trying to come to hit Chris Brown the fence, and she got hit.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's saying like, "Let that shit go." That brother,
that's why I saw something more.
He done did like 4 albums since then. Okay, and now that Chloe done did a song with her, which I'm not mad at Chloe for doing something. The song was cute. Okay, however, the album is just not there. It's just forced. Like, girl, you really forced. Like, you deliver these great singles. But this is like the 90s album fillers kind of thing. Like, you can tell what's going to be a single, what's going to be a film, which is made because of.
You know what the problem is?
And this is 2 years of work. I'm like, girl, this sounds like more like 2 weeks.
That's the problem. People should just do 2 weeks worth of work and just see what hits versus 2 years worth of work and still flop. But that means you put too much effort into it and not the right direction. You didn't think about what you were doing. You just said, I need music, I need music, I need music.
I mean, and the singles that you put out are beautiful. Like, don't get me wrong, like, Pray It Away, that. Because I'm on it, that shit is fire. You know what I'm saying? It was fire. But then you came behind it with the Chris Brown song. It was another good song. It also featured a sample from the 90s, so of course it made everybody like it automatically because we knew the fucking Human Nature sample, I think it was. And then this song Body Do, it was just like, what? What your body do, and then the Missy Elliott song, and then the other song with the piano. It was just like, okay, this is all around the world, and you don't have the vocal ability to be trying to like
do everything.
Yeah, it's like when Jasmine Sullivan did Fearless, it was all over the place. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people were like, this is a lot. This is everywhere. But she could deliver every fucking thing.
Every song.
She literally was like saying, look, I write for every fucking body. I can write any fucking thing, and I can sing just about any fucking thing.
Same with The Dream. My best friend, Other Rodney, was like, yo, one of my favorite albums is The Dream because he just did every style he could because he could do it. I was like, word? So we listened to the album one day and write it back. And he was like, he really did. He did a lot of genres. And he knocked them all out the park.
That album The Dream did go in. He went in hard. I did the same thing when I did my very first album. When I did the IMC Page Experience album, I was like, fuck this. I'm going in. I'm just going to do anything and everything. And I literally pulled out a lot of fucking shit. I pulled a lot of shit out on that album to pull off. It's like I can do any and everything. And then I went back to my core, just like most artists, like Jasmine them did. They went back to their core following and started doing their R&B thing again. Yeah. And eventually, what they do or what we do crosses over, which is what happened. Like some people say, "Well, she gonna pop." No, she didn't. Y'all, no, she didn't.
Yeah, there's no such thing as going to pop.
Pick up your feelings is not pop, y'all. I'm like,
I hate that idea of she went pop. No, she just did music.
Nope, she just crossed over. It's just that she did good music, and now white people like it.
And white people like it, exactly. That bitch did not go out there and be like, I'm going to please white people. No, she did not do that. Other artists do that. Other artists play the game that way. If she wanted to play the game that way, she would have been more famous than a lot of people right now, girl. Because that voice alone and that image that she had for the big girls, that shit would have been triple platinum sold 14 times.
I'm telling you right now, if she had played the game like for the white girls or like the white, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of
she'd
course.
Be so fun. Because Jasmine literally, when she came back,
she would be what Adele is,
and she literally lost weight. She was looking fire. The bitch was looking killer during her reality show album that she released, and nobody paid her any fucking attention. Nope. So then there's like, what the fuck did I do? Why I lose all this fucking weight? Why I do all this fucking, what I do all this for if y'all not gonna pay me no attention? And then y'all gonna like give me all these praise for my album, but then fucking slap me in the ass when it's time to accolades. Nothing given to it. So it's just like, what the fuck? So that's why when she came back with this album, it was like, she was like, bitch, I don't give a fuck how y'all feel. I'll be skinny. I'll be fat. I'm going to wear the fuck I want to wear. Yeah. It's going to be, look, the whole reason I'm here is not because of what the fuck I got on, but what the fuck I can do. And that's just it. Like, once you see that part, it's like, well, fuck it. Like, bitch, please. She got
No lie. So my same friend, Ronnie, introduced me to Coco Jones.
I love Ronnie. Coco, she good. She got a beautiful voice.
So I introduced Coco Jones first. And I was like, oh, that's kind of dope. And of course, it made me think of Jasmine Sullivan when I started hearing it. And I remember the question, the only thing I wanted to know was, how can she do it live? Can she do it live? Can she do it live? Because if you can't do that shit live, I'm not overly impressed. If that shit comes out in a live production and live performance like a Whitney Houston would, like a Jasmine Sullivan does, like other artists who can really like back that shit up.
Fucking sing live.
They can back it up. Not just sing live, but back it up.
But they can deliver what they put on studio. What they put in studio performance. You see them live, you're blown way more fucking away.
So watching some clips, I was like, whatever. So then I went to Jasmine Sullivan's Pick Up the Pieces, that Fearless album, just listening to it. And then, this is no lie, this is like the other night I was high and I didn't want any TV. Then I started listening to you and thinking about how many times I've heard you sing certain songs that I love no matter what. But you can deliver the song on record, but then you make it so much better live. Like, I don't think you ever have put, not normally you put the same take and you sing the same way from record to live. You don't
deviate as much as I'd like to. Yeah.
No, you do. You will do it.
Think so?
Yes. You deviate a lot, but in a good way. And it's always better live. Like, you do better live performances for me once you like have sat with the song and really understand the song a little more than when you actually do the first recording. Because sometimes I'd be listening to you live, like I'm like, oh my God, that's my best friend. Like, no lie, that's how I felt as I was fucking going to sleep. I was like, yo, my best friend can sing, and he emotes emotion from record to live. That's why you are one of the best live vocalists in this country, in my opinion, and why you get booked and you're always on the shits.
Yeah, I do get booked a lot. I'll be saying that too. I don't really give myself as much. I haven't started giving myself much credit until recently,
which is fine.
I was really like sitting around one day and I was singing this shit and I was like, yo, bitch, you can really sing. I was sitting around.
You can.
And I can hear myself with other people and I'm like, yo, you can really fucking sing.
You can. But that then throws me back off of your ass for a second. Back to SWV and the Escape show that we watched.
Oh, girl.
And we're going to talk about that in a second. We'll be right back.
But also, yeah,
right back.
Right after these breaks. So we'll be right back, you guys.
Commercial! I go wild, I get crazy, out of control. You're talking chocolate. You sweet talker, you make my hurt. Your brownies give me fever, your cake gives me chills. You sweet talker, Betty Crocker. At McDonald's, we do more for you. Mama wants to get to church. She's been waiting up since dawn. She wishes I would hurry up and get some breakfast on. But after working hard all week, I'd like to get my rest. So we head for McDonald's just as soon as we get dressed. Scrambled egg and sausage and hash brown. Cakes and sausage too. Egg muffin makes breakfast fun. There's something good for everyone. Fresh and hot, cooked just right, top quality, and the price
It's time to blast off with your host, Well Beyond, and the Apartment 420 podcast.
So yeah, like I don't know how I got hooked on this show.
I don't know either. I think he was looking at YouTube one day, or you were looking at something and you found it. Because I was going to tell you about it, but I'm like, Jay don't like this kind of shit. Like,
You're right.
This is my kind of like trauma porn type shit. but the fact of the matter is that this is like happening in like real life, which is typically not what we normally watch on TV. Typically we watch like 6 months later recording. This is like almost like they recorded this shit last week and they put it out on TV today. We're watching SWV and Escape have like real life drama in real time while watching it on TV.
Like to the point where I've never experienced. I don't think I've ever experienced this. I haven't done it in a long time. Let's say that.
I don't think you have. I don't think you've experienced. I think that's what it is.
And I don't think you've like, it's like the drag queens, whatever. Well, that's cute, but this is like two powerful groups of people, and then individually they all have their own shit going on. It's not for the cameras later on when you like, oh, like this shit's happening and it's playing out like on live radio, live YouTube, live Instagram, as well as the goddamn show. You're like, oh my god, so they're almost explaining this shit for a week, an entire week. They're explaining everything that's going on.
They're still talking about it right now. They're still
talking, and they're bringing other people into. It's like this is like, real. This is
so Candy has a show.
Play.
Candy has a show. Okay, but she brought the receipts this week. So
receipts.
Tamika got her own YouTube now. Okay?
She also saying she bringing people from the past, like white people. Tell her what happened.
The white people, the white people.
I'm like, shit. This is not for play. This bitch just really
okay. So let me just say this part, Jay. Let me just say this. When I saw the white people,
Go Beyond show. Apartment 420. We're back.
Okay, I'm a bad you guys. But when I saw the white people, Jay, I said, you know what? She is for real.
She is.
Anybody thought this was a fucking joke, and you thought that bitch was lying about her money being taken? She's just not fucking joke. That's white people. Okay, that's when you know it's real.
You know it's real, bitch. When the white people get involved, who have been there for 30 years, about didn't you set it up? And tell them what happened, and tell them the emails, and show the receipts. Who'd you talk to? And now she ain't got no fucking.
Don't forget, even though the white people is Tiny's mama and stuff, Tiny's mama and them been around for a very long time working with Escape. They've been working with the finances for Escape from the very beginning. So she knows what the fuck. Because somebody gonna be like, "Well, ain't that Tiny's mama?" Yeah, it's Tiny's mama.
Well,
we know who the fuck white shit. We ain't Tiny up here. We know exactly. We know who the fuck it is. It's a legitimate motherfucking person that has been dealing with the finances of this group since the very beginning. So they all respect this lady.
You say she say this is the same group. This is like your mother said it because your auntie said it, your mother said it. Y'all been the same group for 30 years. She know everything.
Everybody. She been right there with everybody since the very beginning.
She defended Tiny. She's better than somebody else in the group. That's how you know it's real.
Okay.
She's
not there for her own daughter.
She like, well,
so
I was there.
And all y'all just trying to point finger like, well, Tiny got something. No. Literally, Tiny's mama been doing this shit for over 30 years with this group, and y'all ain't gonna sit there and try to pull her mama in this side, try to bring Tiny. Nope.
Honestly, I didn't even know that was Tiny's mother. I just knew it was a white lady who said Miss Diana, I think something like that. And I was like, oh, Miss Diana said, but I was like, oh, when she said Miss Diana, I was like, oh, she knows something.
But I'm like, yo, you brought but I know people. They're like, well, ain't that? Yes, Tiny's mom. Yeah, it's Tiny's mother. Who, if you look at fucking records and albums and stuff, you would see her name on an accountant for Escape. She's been there for fucking years. So she's a legitimate, bona fide witness that can speak on this without being any kind of like any bias. She literally works for all 40 people.
No bias. Yep.
So I'm like, yo, that's crazy. You literally out here trying like you really gonna try to take yours. I'm like, but you know what you got to do.
Did you watch the last episode by chance?
I got to. I was getting ready to watch it today.
Not the last episode, as in the final, the one before.
No. I haven't watched this one yet. I gotta watch this week.
Yeah. Oh, it gets in there. It starts to go, and I'm like, oh, okay.
And because the finale is next week.
I think the finale blows the fuck up. I think.
I'm like, are they even gonna have a show?
I'm gonna let you debate that for yourself once you see the last episode.
Oh shit! Okay.
Because they had the pre-trailer to the next episode, and I'm like, oh, I don't think they worked out with the way it supposed to work out.
But they put a whole show together and put it out there without even having a fucking show at the end.
Potentially, I'm never going to tell you.
I don't know because I know that Escape is going to be here in May, performing at they're headlining the R&B night or whatever it is, without Tasha. Of course, it's just the three girls. Which let me just say this:
the three girls forever. Blank period.
First of all, it's really just Tamika and them because. I don't get me wrong. Okay, I love Candy and Tiny. I love you girls. Y'all forever are embedded in my history of like favorite girl group singers
right.
because y'all went down. Don't get me wrong, Candy. You got some amazing fucking parts in the parts of the song that you sung and shit, and I love all of them. But Tamika is that undiscovered bitch that sang in a group that y'all just didn't let sing. Y'all had to do is shoot the dudes and shit in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Because now, honey, she don't need y'all. She can really get there by herself, sing everybody fucking part.
She needs them to help her be the artist that she can be.
Oh yeah, because they can write their asses off. Now you know what, Candy, Tiny.
So Tiny and they not artists. They know they
don't really care to be artists. They're just out there doing it because of
Candy doesn't have the appeal to be an artist, solo artist. She doesn't have anything that says solo artist. Her face doesn't even say solo artist.
But she done proved that she did. Candy's like, bitch, I already had a solo album. It did good. I done made my money. I'm good. She proved her point. She did it
off the backs of the Escape.
Right.
Came right off and
right off the bat, and then she did her little thing. She did her EP when she came on Housewives, and it was all right. But right now, nobody would be like buying a Candy. No one's dying to hear Candy sing now. No one cares.
But Tamika has never had that opportunity. She even said it on the show, like, I know I'm down here and they up there. I know where I'm at. But she has the voice and the look and the
body and she has the personality. I just love her. She's so lovable.
The eyes. She'd be like, bitch.
Her eyes is always
something. No, I'm talking about like the eyes of people.
Oh, but I'm going to say her. Oh, yeah. Bitch, that too. She got everybody looking at her again. Yeah. It's a different day and age, too.
Right now, girl, all the eyes on me, like they say. You put out a good product right the fuck now, it's going to bounce. It's going to bounce and be like, oh, bitch, this is good. But you got to do right the fuck now. And people know you can sing. Like at the end.
Right now, while everybody is still hungry for it.
Hungry. They know what's going on. They know your name. Because next week after the finale, girl, no one's going to
know your name. Nope.
No one's going to.
And no one's going to care no more. No, except for the core fans of Escape, they're just going to be, which is us.
It'll be older. It'll be maybe a week, maybe a month. If nothing gets situated in a month with you and your sister, blah blah blah, no one's going to care about you anymore because there's no more in the eye. The drama's going
to be too much. Right. Other things will be on. Will be on. So I'm like, yo, y'all got to be this show. Either this show going to have a second season, or because SWV is like, fuck y'all, I'm on my shit. SWV was just here like 2 days ago.
Shit. This is not a detour for. This is a detour for them, not a destination.
This is like literally like rehearsal for them. They're like,
they show improvement.
They got real life drama going on with real life, like
prove themselves beyond worthy of a live audience. Every single practice, every single rehearsal, they were doing their thing. They never fought with each other, so their bond is great. They
literally
no drama. It's like we told you what happened. We broke up so and so. Now we back to last 15, 30 years.
Since we got back together, it's been great.
It's been crazy.
Everybody. So how was it when y'all weren't together? I'm Lily. Like, look, this is the last time I'm saying this shit. I've struggled. I was living in the motherfucking car. I'm like, you know what, Lily? I'm with you, bitch. I'm with you. Like, why keep arguing about? They're like, why do we gotta keep talking about that? I'm like, yeah. Why they gotta keep bringing that up?
Yeah. It happened.
It happened. It's over. We
moved on. We family have been rocking.
Let's move. They literally like Coco. They had real life issues like Coco's son trying to drop out of school and shit. And like, girl, they like this shit y'all got going on. This basic shit in the group. Like, bye. Coco damn shows that bitch. She's like, bitch, I'm not doing this. I done sold 30 million albums.
Damn shows that. And it's funny because I was like,
to say that though. I love that part.
At the end of the day, people who are performing and rehearsing and working together as a group, you can't fault them and think you're going to headline with the craziness you got energy-wise just together in another group. Like, y'all ain't headlining nothing. Y'all can't even keep y'all members together for practice.
Mind you,
how you going to headline something?
Mind you, Coco and them came in with the idea like we weren't even thinking about headlining of anything. Like, we were pretty much thinking about co-headline.
Yeah.
And y'all go, but since y'all want to go there, because that's what it would have came to. When Coco said that 30, I was like, but since y'all, because it came down to since you want to go there, Well, I done sold 30 million records. How many you done sold? 8?
Crazy. And it's stupid because this is what matters to me the most when it comes to being a solo group versus a group versus super group, whatever. You all have singing ability. Just fucking all sing together. What the fuck is the point? Make it sound good with 5-10 voices in it, whether it's this song or that song. Like
y'all can switch up each other's song like y'all did the verses.
And that's what I said. Like me and you sing your song, and me and her sing their song, and that's to me like make a production out of it. So you're not just having 4 girls sing 4 girls parts.
I mean, like a show like that is a good show that you can actually take for a one night event that you can take on the road to other places. I'm like, and people will pay for that. Like I'm like, yo, to see SW and Escape. I'm not gonna lie, I would have paid the ticket price to go see them. I'm not gonna lie because I love both them groups back in the day. But I'm not gonna lie, I would rather see SWV. SWV got way more hits. I played SWV and Escape thing, and I pulled my favorite songs for each one. I had more SWV songs than I did, way more SWV songs than I did Escape songs.
Yeah, SWV was a whole different mood. They had the legit hip hop. They had legit hip hop. It was like up north. It was a different. They were up north. They had hip hop on their side. Escape
was
still
sing
south.
Though. Like
in the south, they had hip hop on their side in the south. Y'all, because hip hop wasn't. But
we had our sound. Our thing. The south was more like the groove and the smooth, bassy kind of thing, and that won't end at the time. Yeah, I feel like SWV was way more internationally known.
They were.
Until Escape came along in the second album.
Yeah, the second album. The second album rising again. When the South started rising, then the South rose with other people on top of them.
Yeah, because by that time, Social Def.
Yeah, exactly. Social Def was hot. Usher was the hot shit.
Yeah, that made it because by that time everybody knew who
So Def were.
It was like So Def. Oh, we got Escape on. So it was like we got Bow Wow.
Jagged Edge was close around there.
Yeah, Jagged Edge.
Close behind. Yeah. So yeah, they had. The So Def in the South was popping at later 90s.
Yep. And they pretty much pulled, because I remember they Can't Hang and all that stuff was like, what's that damn song they had back then? Stomp Your Hand, Tap My Feet, every little thing. Feel So Good from their second album. And that shit to this day, that shit bumps with me. Like, if that shit come on, like, that shit it's so smooth. But again, their style had changed. SWV, they were growing, they were sexier, people paid attention. Then they only had one more album they released after that, and then they pretty much disbanded. Whereas you had SWV who still kept pushing with their, even though they might have a little issue, they kept pushing. A lot of issue. I mean, they pushed through a lot of shit that we did not know back then.
We did not know.
I'm like, yeah, damn, y'all they were still putting out albums. Coco was not going to shows.
They had the Michael Jackson sample. Like you can't touch some of the shit they was doing. SWV was made to blow up. It was made.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. As SWV has classics, like really, really big classics. I think Escape only has like 2.
Yeah, they got.
In my opinion, they only have maybe 3.
They got hits, but they don't got classics.
3 classics. I think they're 3 classics, and they go that you play these songs, everybody's gonna know them automatically. They're Escapes, and they're pretty much still to this day a good hit song to play, and that would be Who Can I Run To? Everybody knows Who Can I Run To. They pretty much solidified that shit. That's pretty much probably their end all be all. Like they have to do that no matter where they go.
That's a sampled song, right? People use that sample.
Well, people sample that song all the time. Yeah. And then you got Just Kicking It. Of course, Just Kicking It was like their first hit. Everybody knows that song. When that comes on, he's like, damn, that's the shit. You can't help but groove.
Yep, the Escape beat.
Yep, that beat just goes down in history. Shout out to Jermaine Dupri for that, because that shit is fire. Yep. And then, of course, Understanding, which is like their first big ballad and singing and shit. Yeah. And maybe, what's the other song? My Little Secret. You're My Little Secret. Those 4 songs are it for them. But you got to contend with SWV with like 13.
None of the classics. They're hits, but they're not classics.
I would give Just Kicking It a classic, and I would damn sure say I would give
Just Kicking It a classic.
I would damn sure say like
maybe Understanding.
No, I would say Who Can I Run To for sure as a classic. Who Can I Run To goes? I mean that shit.
One. Okay, that's
damn sure a classic. Like you can play that anytime, every day, all day. People love that shit, and you're not gonna play the original. You're gonna play that version. That's the shit that gets you. Like when people, it's the difference. Even like with Mary J. Blige with Sweet Thing, even though we know that Shaka Khan did it, even though she don't like Mary J. Blige version, it's like, fuck you, Shaka. She just hating right now.
I'm thinking about classic versus hits. Like a classic would be "I'm Going Down." Like,
yeah, but you're not going to think about the original "I'm Going Down." You think about Mary J. Blige version.
Yeah.
Boom.
So, but she had Mary J. Blige has 1,000 hits, but a classic was like, bitch. It might not be a hit, but it's still a classic. Everyone knows the words of that. Everybody and mama know the words of.
Everybody gonna know. Everybody know the words to "Just Kicking It." That would be their classic then.
That's what I'm saying.
That'd be their classic.
And that's why I think SWV has more classics. Like
I don't think Escape don't got no classics.
Even
though I think the better contender to go up against SWV would be TLC because TLC just got hits.
Oh my god, that'd be that. Now that is
TLC's first album alone is just gonna be like
that. Those are classics. They got classics.
TLC first album alone is just gonna be like
there's some hits on there. There's some classic hits.
Just mind blowing. I mean, and then do not even get me talking about Crazy Sexy Cool. I'm like, yo, man. They literally was the best selling girl group of all time up until Destiny's Child topped them with 2 albums. I mean, it took them 2 albums to do what they did in 1.
And that's the difference between having hits, having classics. Hits last couple of years, maybe you get 2 years off a hit, great. A classic you can do 20 years later, people still know who the fuck the song is when they're 20 years old. That is a difference.
That's a difference.
That's a classic.
And to this day, people are still saying, "I ain't too proud to beg." So
yeah, I told you. I think I say that all. I say shit like that. I say stuff from TLC way more often than I probably admit.
Shout out to Left Eye.
Shout out to Left Eye. I say way more TLC, like just small quibs from TLC. Way
because
more.
A lot of the shit that they said was created in our era and in our time.
True.
And a lot of the stuff that we say on TV now, and that people say like "What's up" and all that shit. People don't know it, but Martin is synonymous to that shit, bro. Like we don't give people their credit, but nobody really saying "What's up." In the 80s.
What's that?
Wasn't nobody like, "What's up? What's going on, my nigga? What's up, my bro? What's up?" That shit became really big the thing to do because of Martin and them in the 90s. The 90s really is the defining turning point of
I can't. I don't think I can give Martin that much credit. Was that? Maybe yes.
I give Martin a lot of credit for like what's that word thing? Something.
Damn, Gina.
Something. You go boy.
You go boy. You go boy. You go girl.
Like,
you go girl.
You go girl. Like, man, there's a couple
Damn
of things.
Gina is the first. Damn Gina is his. Damn Gina.
That was a good word.
Damn Gina.
But I remember something. Maxwell did a song based off of the fact that he heard that off of Martin's show. And I'm just like, damn, won't nobody really saying something until he said it. Like people say, like I'm gonna get a little something. It really does come from Martin. Some things do stem from other people. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just.
But Martin
a lot of it's from Black culture.
Martin, yeah, I was about to say Martin was so ingrained in the culture itself. Like he was part of the culture.
He was part of the cultural landscape, yeah.
And the house party movies and all that stuff. His comedy coming up, he was part of the culture of hip hop.
He's part of building it, yeah. He's part of one of the building blocks that we don't.
The people, yeah, like I'm sure
we didn't. I don't. I'm pretty sure. What's his name? Dick Gregory. Dick Gregory and Charles Mooney and all them played a part into his stand up and everything too. Because I know Bill Cosby might have played a part into it. Bill Cosby,
Murphy,
like him. Eddie Murphy, yeah.
He said Charles
Mooney,
Paul Mooney, and Charlie Murphy.
I mean, Eddie Murphy would be the person, but
I was thinking Charlie because his brother.
But yeah, right, Charlie Murphy. Rest in peace, Charlie.
That's a piece of all of them.
I
think definitely Paul Mooney is dead, and definitely Charlie Murphy is dead.
Oh, Dick Gregory did die last year.
Dick Gregory did, and Dick Gregory's dead, but
he died last year.
He died, so yeah, but
and Eddie Murphy's still alive.
Eddie Murphy's still alive, and so is Martin Lawrence.
So yeah, but yeah, it's
as of this podcast,
as right now,
this podcast.
Right now, they're still alive. Yeah, but a lot of people don't get their credit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't get their flowers and roses and stuff for things.
Most people won't get their credit ever. Most people.
But my thing is though, like for instance, I'm gonna say this: we're talking about people getting their credit. Rolling Stones or the Billboards or who the fuck it is, they put out that 200 list. They fucking wrong. Okay.
Whoop. And on that note, we'll come back after these quick.
I'm just saying.
I'm on style, body and shine. A look that's totally on mine. Hair so soft, silky and free. I want something just for me. Just for me.
just for me, no air conditioning, cream and Lexus system today, created in part by mothers,
especially for their daughters.
by Proline.
Oh, you thought you were safe? It's time to get high and talk a whole bunch of shit with your host, Well Beyond. Welcome to Apartment 420.
Come. It's over. We're through. I can't believe I just called you. So there's no need to explain. Just know that I'm done. I'm sick and tired of your game. So guess now you won. You said that you love me. I say you never did. You say that you're sorry, but I'm so over it. You say things will be different if I let you back in. You say that you're sorry, but I'm about to call it quits. 'Cause if you love me, you wouldn't have done the things you wouldn't have done the things you did. No, if you love me, you would have picked up the phone. If you love me, if you love me, yeah. Oh, if you love me, you didn't have to do the things that you did. Yeah. If you love me, if you love me. I'm sick and tired of calling you.
What's up, y'all? We back.
Yeah, bitch, you gonna start because you know I'm about to go off, okay? Because I'm over that list. 200 people, the 200 best singers of all time. I know I'm not on there because I'm like 201. I was honorable mention. It was cool. It's okay, but
I'll take it. Go for it.
I'm okay with. I was okay being honorable mention at 201. I mean, there's some people that was at 202, 203, and said, "Hey, I'm not them." I'm okay with that. I'm okay with mine. But who was not on the list, and I'm like, this bitch should have been at least at 200. If I'm at 201, then I'll take 202, bitch. Okay, so this bitch can be 201. And y'all should have the 201 greatest singers. Why Celine Dion ain't on this motherfucking list?
Well, that's crazy. What kind of list is this? That's
the
crazy.
Best 200 singers of all time. The greatest. I mean, don't get me wrong. The first two spots, damn sure belong to those two fucking people. You could switch and swap it either way, and it would. If one of them were not in 1 and 2, I'll be mad as fuck. Okay, Aretha Franklin and Whitney Houston take the number 1 and 2nd spot. Okay, I'm here for that. There's no other way you cannot deny it. If we're talking about singers, there is no way in the hell they're not number 1 and 2. They are the defining people of everybody's damn blueprint of fucking singing when it comes to contemporary singing. So
as well as it should be.
So I'm like, 1 and 2 better be Aretha Franklin. And number 2 better be Whitney Houston. And that's exactly who the fuck it was.
Great.
Now, everybody else following the line after that can be just about anybody you want it to be. But
it don't matter, right? At that point,
I feel like, but there's some people that you just know should be in the top 10. Okay, Mariah Carey. You know, we talking about, and we're not talking about just by sales. We're talking about singing ability. Mariah Carey. You know, Barbara Streisand, I'm not taking away from her ability to sing because she was one of those girls that have had hits and records and can sing. You know what I'm saying? It's just not, it may not be R&B singing like everybody think they want. It's, everything about singing is not black singing, y'all. So
absolutely.
Just know that.
And I bet most of our audience knows that already.
Right. So, you know, so don't think I'm gonna have a bunch of black girls on this first top 10. Y'all can hang
exactly black. I
know y'all thinking like, oh, bitches, it can be this bitch, it can be this bitch. Yeah, all them bitches probably good, but they're not the greatest of 200.
Funny thing is, you are championing a Canadian from Quebec. You know what I mean?
Right. And I'm like, Celine Dion is the Trinity right now. She is one of the Trinity right now. There is no other Trinity right now because there is not enough singers out there to compete to be up in the Trinity with like Whitney, Mariah, and Celine. They are the Trinity of this definitive A of this era. Why is she not up there?
That's crazy. I thought she'd be number 3 or 4 or 5.
She'd be number 4. I bet, bruh. I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, well, maybe she could be number 8. I'm looking, and they got Shaka Khan at like number 19 or something. Shaka Khan to me ain't that great of a singer, but she is one of the voices to contend with of history. And
she made a certain group of a certain lane possible.
Right. I mean, in her time, she was the bitch. Like, don't get me wrong. There was some bitches in their era. They were the
trailblazer. Absolutely,
but
a certain lane in her.
They belong in the top 20. Okay, I got you.
The dance artists, dance girls. She has certain lane. She has
lane. Okay. Shaka had funk, dance, and punk, all that shit down. She was damn sure that funk rock girl. Mm-hmm. She was damn sure that alternative girl back in the day. So yeah, I see that. But I do not.
Yep, she put it.
But I think it's her out there contending and fighting with this list. I'm like, yeah, you fighting with it, but you ain't fighting for the right people to be on it. Like, you just talk about where they at on shit. Like, you mad because Mary J. Blige is above you? Well, girl, I don't know what the contention was or why they put it there. Maybe because Mary's voice has gotten better over the years, and now she's not a hit or miss. You gonna go to a Mary show, and it's gonna be a hit every time. Mm-hmm. Back in the day, it was a hit and miss when she first started out, but we all kind of could tell that we all knew Mary really couldn't sing back in the day. Over time, she gotten better.
Yeah, her voice was never the voice of the people. I mean, the voice for the people. It was other people.
Right. It was just like, yo, she never got out her lane. So it's like, come on, like Mary J. Blige, even though y'all might think of her as a pop artist now or a pop singer, that bitch still does R&B music. Them the albums to y'all is pop, but I'm like, yo, bitch, that bitch is still doing R&B. Those are still R&B producers. Ain't none of these damn pop producers. She even did a dance album, and R&B. It was still pretty much R&B.
Yep, it was R&B house.
All the way down. I mean, I love it though.
That's our music, so
I love it. I love it to death. But I mean, it's just the thing is that they try to cover it with other things. I'm like, yo, y'all doing a lot, and that's when we get back to Coco Jones. When it comes to live performers, I just want to give a shout out to one of my favorite singers in the world, Carey Shear too. That bitch can blow. Carey can fucking sing. I watched that hoe do a 2-hour concert at full throttle, no break. No break.
No, recently, right?
Yes. In church service, no break. No break. She sang every song, and I mean at full throttle from the time she came out to the time she sat down. And when she sat down, she could still talk. She could still sing. I'm like, girl, if I had done that for 2 hours, I'd be hoarse. I would not talk for a week.
Yeah,
she went at it, and Kiera, I have to give her props. I mean, the Clark sisters, they ain't even on the list of people on that list. I'm just like, y'all stupid because again,
that's a weird list. But
y'all, this is crazy. Yeah. Like y'all said, the greatest singers, y'all got no gospel singers on this list,
and that's how you know it's a problem. First and foremost, like without having a doubt,
the greatest singers of all time. Y'all don't even have Mahalia Jackson on here. Y'all crazy. This is ridiculous.
When the list becomes a biased list of who's who is not what.
Popular music and only popular music, you can't have that as a staple. You can't have that as a staple. But I still don't contend with the top 2 singers of all time. I will say that there should have been a gospel singer that followed at 3 or 4 or 5 somewhere. Like, y'all should have Mahalia Jackson up there somewhere.
Somewhere.
Y'all didn't have Etta James. Y'all didn't have Donna Washington. I'm just like, these are a lot of people y'all missing on this fucking list of singers. It's ridiculous. And this is just for all female singers.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy.
Maybe you should do your own list. Maybe we should do beyond.
I would love it. We should do a list of like the top 50 that we think of the top 50 best singers of all time in every genre we can think of. I don't want to do 200 because 200 is a lot, but 50, our top 50, I think.
Honestly, 5 is more than I can handle. But 50 is cool.
5 is for me 5 would be hard to do because I'm already going to say the top 2 list. The top 2 never changes for me when it comes to singers of all time. But we're talking about just female singers. The top 2 will always be for me.
There'd be a point where I couldn't even put it in order. I would just give you the names of the people. And
thank you, because I'm thanking you. Thank you.
These are 50 people best in the world, or whatever the criteria is going to be.
They did everybody. I think they did do world because they had Amy Winehouse on the list, which I think she deserved to be on the list as well. They didn't have Macy Gray on the list, which I thought was stupid because I'm like, yo, Macy Gray has a unique voice. So you talk about vocals ability. I'm like, we talking about best singers, y'all. I'm like, okay. Do you have?
I guess it questions your opinion first and foremost of what makes a singer.
Well, they gave the criteria. They listed what their criteria was too, and they did say it was not based on sale. It was some of the lowest part of it was based on sales. Like it was like that's the least amount to base it on because they know Whitney Houston did not, and Aretha Franklin have not had that. Like those kind of sales to outsurpass Beyonce and Rihanna and all that. Okay, so they really based it on actual vocal ability and the impact on the industry. Yeah. So you can't contend with 2 singers in this industry, and that is Whitney Houston and Aretha Franklin. Their voices damn sure contended.
I would make a list that is equivalent to that without putting any number per se on it. just give a list with people's names on it, with no numbers, like dashes or dots or whatever.
Thank you. And not try to rank them in number, because ranking people in number sometimes just make it seem like you just hating.
Yeah, it makes you seem like you're hating. So if you put it on these are the 200 women, whoever, or men, or whatever the criteria is for whatever.
It was just women.
As long as you don't put a number on that shit, just make it a list, alphabetical order even. That's best. That's best. Easiest right there. Alphabetical order will then solidify you not putting it any other way, except for these are the top whatever 200 people in alphabetical order. Now you'd be like, oh, okay, now that's good. I get it.
And that's it. And without people being like, oh well,
hating,
you're hating on this person. My thing is like, it's not that. My thing is that someone just did not get it right. You know that.
I get that.
That you should be that you just fucked up. You know, you should be like, I forgot about Celine Dion. Or we were only doing American singers. Then I'd be like, you're lying because you got Adele. You know what I'm saying? Because you got other people, you know, like you got other singers, you got Amy Winehouse. You know what I'm saying? So what is it? You just forgot about Celine Dion. Maybe because she hasn't released anything in a couple of years. She's not really in the in the public eye as much. But we're just talking about the landscape of music history. You pulled up Joni, you know, some of these people that are dead. I'm like, bitch, please. Joni Mitchell is dead. She ain't making shit. You got her on this fucking list. You talking about relevancy. She is dead, bitch. Where is she relevant at?
Quick question. Someone's hearts, minds, and spirits. Amen.
Good. Okay. But does that mean people are requesting that bitch song on the radio? I doubt it. I'm pretty sure. Are we buying, if people, does she have any sales on the fucking iTunes charts? So we're going to refer to charts, and since they use that as one of the things. I'm like, well, bitch, is she on the iTunes charts?
Yeah, at that point, what's the name? Just Kate Bush should be on the list because she just had the double hit.
Bitch, that bitch just won a fucking Grammy.
Exactly, for a song
that came out in the fucking 80s.
That's so beautiful to me.
I want to say that for a song that no one knew nothing about, that someone just happened to find one day, probably listen to shit on a Spotify list or whatever the fuck it was. And that's why I like these lists. They generate sometime based on whatever the fuck it is. Sometimes they give you other things that you never heard of before.
True, but that's why I say that licensing and sync deals are so important.
Yeah, we gotta get. We're working on
life. It brings life to your music in other different ways, which is super cool.
We're working on one.
We are. There's so much working on this guys, with people, all y'all.
Merchandise.
There's so much we're working on right now.
I'm trying to
make this thing
hard copies and shit. I'm so tired of people
trying to get LLCs done.
LLCs. We're trying to get barcodes.
Yes, business people here. So we want to bring you guys the best barcoded. Ow, that hurt. We want to bring you guys the best product possible. And
we want to give you good content. Like, I mean, literally, I've done a live recording. The live video will come out along with the actual album and everything at the same time, with a couple of extra content for some people that will actually purchase it. But there'll be some things online as well for people to see. It's just that there's so much coming. It's so much. I'm like, we're really working our own fucking label. The problem is we have to find backing, and it's been hard. And then on top of that, trying to maintain our own livings while trying to maintain the brand. It's a lot.
So if anybody wants to help, always reach out. We're going to take all kinds of welcoming hands. You can always go to the Well Beyond World website, www.
We're always taking welcoming hands that really mean the real, what they're going to do. They're going to do some fucking work. Don't bring your ass over here. I mean, because I'm always open to white people. I know everybody think I don't like white people. White people, I love you sometimes, okay? Now, just a little bit, okay? Just know that it's a little more gray love than it is black and white love, okay? And to get to the black and white side of love, you guys show and approve. Okay, I can't be dealing with no more shit. Like, we just had this bitch. I'm so over this lady. Because I'm going to tell you, I know it's fuck happened, Jay. I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to say what happened on this fucking show. You know, fuck this shit. I don't give a fuck. This is that. What's this show called? Goop, Get It and Gad It? Gag, this is this bitch. Okay, Jenny. Yep, last time to gag this bitch. Okay, Goop, Gut, and Gag her ass. You literally going to go to my friend Candace and think you're going to take an ideal that we have talked to you about and try to plug it where and do you notice what this bitch did?
I did not know.
She literally tried to, so her and her friend gonna try to take our podcast and try to plug it with Candace and another person from American Idol that it doesn't even fucking matter who the person is because I'm like, yo, are you fucking kidding me? No one gives a fuck about her. Like Kimberly Locke. But who? I'm like, you had to tell me who the fuck the bitch was. Just remember, I'm like, who the fuck's that? Kimberly who? It was like from American Idol. Who? I'm like, you sure you're not talking about the bitch with the TV show? And they was like, I'm like, I don't know the bitch with the TV show. Kelly Clarkson, I think. And see, I know that bitch name, boy. And so then I find out she's like, well, so I talked to Candace like 2 days ago. Just out of the blue, she hit me up. It's like, I'm in New York. What are you doing? So I go see her for a brief second. We talk. And she's like, you know my homegirl Jenny. She tried to, she was pitching me y'all's show to like try to do a podcast on. And I'm like, what do you mean my show? She was like, don't you and your friend got like a radio show that y'all was trying to do with like these different segments that y'all need some like, people to come on the show. She said, that's how I first got introduced to it because she was asking me to be a guest. I was like, right.
Yeah.
But then she turned it on me and was like, well, I don't think that we're going to work together no more with them. We're going to go our own way. And we're going to now use you as the host. And she was like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, what's up with them? Like, you're not. And she said, they just cut me. They just stopped talking about us. And I'm like, and then I said, you know what she did? She just went dead on us. She didn't even start. She just stopped responding to anything on our end. She's like, oh, really? She's like, because after I told her I didn't want to do it no more, that I didn't think it was a good idea, that I feel like it might be infringement and someone might could sue us for this because it is someone else's idea and they have already spoken it to you. She's like, she said no. She said, once she said no, she stopped talking to her too. And she was like, that's just so weird. Like, she's like, this is the second time she's done that. She said, because after we did our first thing together, she stopped talking to me when I didn't like their outcome. I'm like, well, wait a minute. Because she told us that y'all was good. She's like, no.
Definitely told us y'all was good.
She's like, we're not friends like that. She's like, we just do business every now and again. She's like, and I only do business because my manager, my old management knew her. I'm like, now the truth comes out. And I'm like, yo, really? You gonna try to steal somebody else's shit and go run off and do it with somebody else because you thought you were gonna make money with them? The sad part is they got a moral compass and they're not like that. Thank you, Candace, for not being greedy and stealing somebody else's shit and saying it's yours. But this is how white people do. You're gonna steal somebody else's shit, and I'm saying it's how white people do.
True. No, it's a factual statement. This is where we are right now. So yeah, I don't negate the fact that it happened. They tried and they failed because you can't bring the apartment 420 magic just to anybody. You can't just make anybody.
You just can't turn any show into what we do.
You can't. That's just rude to even think you could. And you tried. I mean, some people. Yeah. I mean, seriously, I'm gonna be dead ass serious right now for like this last 5 seconds. Please. If anybody was really interested in jumping on this ship while it's sailing right now, reach out because there is so much you guys don't know about what we're doing behind the scenes that a strong-headed person who's really about their business and making money and pushing something would be like, yo, I'm stupid. I did not know. I'm telling you now, reach out. Well Beyond
Don't want to miss this opportunity.
.com. It's a lot. We can't even NDAs. We can't even talk about.
Oh, there's something. Oh my god, I'm stuck in the MDA right now, so I can't even say shit.
So we can't even talk about the stuff we do
behind the scenes. So literally, there is some shit going on right now that we can't talk about because I got shit going on.
Like the fact that we've been doing podcasts right now at this moment is because something else
is coming on.
Scheduling right. Later. It's real. Like 2023, the end of this year, it's going to be like wow.
I'm looking forward to the end of the year.
I'm looking forward to just getting through.
I'm just what we so have now. So ready to get past this part.
The growing pains. It's the growing pains, but we're gonna.
I understand what everybody said when they right before they got big. It was like it was so hard. It was so hard. I understand what you mean. Mm-hmm. I feel like I'm in that drought. I'm in that valley. And with that being said, you guys, because I gotta get ready to go.
The phone's ringing off the hook. Just know the phone is ringing off the hook. Anybody want to pick up? Help us pick up these fucking phone calls. Be like, hello.
I would gladly appreciate that.
We would gladly appreciate it.
Lord, please. Anybody want to pick up? Yeah, as long as you can say hello and take a message, I need you.
We will take it.
Okay.
But professionally, meaning somebody who actually has.
Right, no. You got to be able to do it professionally. You just can't be.
You got to be somebody special. You got to be.
You cannot be fucking up shit. Because if you fucking up shit, I will fuck up your world.
You're about somebody who has connections and etc. who can make this shit.
Amen.
Really work.
Amen.
These deals can be inked day 4 and not day 14.
Hey,
that's the difference.
You know what? You better say that.
Yeah, a day 4 answer, not a day 14. 14, but doing by ourselves.
I need people that know that they bosses is on vacation and not to book me for the meeting that they boss ain't gonna show up for, and I'm there and they doing what? I'm just like, why am I here when I'm supposed to talk to the people that's
gonna make the show actually put to networks? Yes, we can't.
You only got one job to do.
There's so much.
So
yeah. With that being said,
we gotta go. I love you guys. As always, make sure you follow us and subscribe. If you don't know, I got a brand new Instagram. It's I am Christian Ike, so just follow me there.
Spell that out because you someone got a brand new name. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's right, y'all. It's Christian.
It's Asian boy.
You know what it is. Okay, I should start doing Asian things now, like an Asian theme look with an African look.
You should. Fusion. Fusion.
Afrasian.
Spell your name.
Xtianaki. So again, that's I am Xtianaki. I am Christian Ike. Easy to follow. Okay, you guys follow me right there on Instagram, and I'm pretty sure I think I got it on Twitter as well now.
You should. And I'm always
I'll make it way.
Find Jlight FINDJAYLIGHT.
And if you can't find us there, you can always find us at www.wellbeyondworld.com. That's www.wellbeyondworld.com. I'm not spelling world. All right. So with that being said, I'm your boy Christian Ike, your favorite hater, your haters' fave. I don't hate on just anybody. I hate on everybody.
And I am your neighborhood friendly black bear, Jigga Jlight.
You got it right this time. And together we are Well
Beyond.
And this has been Apartment 420, your season 3 premiere. We'll see you guys in a couple of weeks.
Peace.
I'm so glad we finished. I gotta take a shit. Look, I gotta go so bad. It's this Popeyes I just ate. So I can't be going to the bathroom already. This is the Mexican chicken nuggets. They never go to endorse us, okay?
Nope.
Yes! What's wrong with you? What you screaming for? Every 5 minutes there's something, a bomb or something? I'm leaving.